Today, I'm talking about Team Seas. Hey there, I'm Jessica, and this is Bookshelf to Big Screen. I talk about books that have been adapted to the big or small screen, and today, instead of my usual review of one adaptation, I'm giving you a list of 5 adaptations that were set at or near the sea in honor of Team Seas. Team Seas is an initiative led by Mark Rober and Mr. Beast, with the goal of raising $30 million to remove 30 million pounds of trash from the ocean. They've partnered with 2 great nonprofits, Ocean Conservancy and the Ocean Cleanup, who have guaranteed that for every dollar raised, 1 pound of trash will be removed from the ocean. I'm including the link to teamseas.org in the description so you can donate or get more information on this incredible effort to help clean our seas. Okay, so I have a list of 5 sea-themed adaptations for you to help get into the Team Sea spirit. First up, some great stories in the adventure genre. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea is a wonderful classic written by Jules Verne in 1870. The story follows marine biologist Dr. Pierre Aronnax as he hunts for a sea monster that's wrecking ships all over the world. The monster turns out to be a tricked-out submarine called the Nautilus, and the mysterious Captain Nemo takes Dr. Aronnax and 2 of his mates captive when they fall into the sea after an attack from the submarine. They go along with Captain Nemo as he travels the world under the sea, having crazy adventures, wrecking ships, hating people in general, but also kind of playing Robin Hood of the sea, until they can find a way to escape. There are a few adaptations of this book, but arguably the most popular one is the 1954 Disney version, which has Kirk Douglas in the role of Ned the Harpoonist. I also want to mention a 1997 TV miniseries adaptation starring Michael Caine as Captain Nemo and Patrick Dempsey as Dr. Aronnax. I haven't seen it, but I'm a fan of those actors, so I'm intrigued. Treasure Island is another great adventure classic, written in 1882 by Robert Louis Stevenson. The story follows Jim Hawkins, the son of an innkeeper, who finds a treasure map that belonged to a captain that was staying at the inn. Jim, along with a crew of shady characters, including Long John Silver and John Trelawney, search for the treasure and try to make it home alive. This book has also been adapted a few times. The 1934 version was actually Disney's first all-live-action film. I'm partial to the 2012 2-part TV adaptation, which stars Donald Sutherland as Captain Flint, Eddie Izzard as Long John Silver, and Elijah Wood as Ben Gunn. Fun fact, the 1990 version produced by the TNT network starred a young Christian Bale as Jim Hawkins. For historical fiction, we've got The Hunt for Red October. The Hunt for Red October was written by Tom Clancy in 1984. I'll be honest, I'm a little shook by the fact that this is listed as historical fiction because typically I think of historical fiction as anything before 1900 or at the very least early 1900s. But this story takes place in the 80s, which is when I was a child, so that makes me feel old as shit. Technically, it's more spy fiction, but the Cold War is now a part of our history, so it's that too. This is Tom Clancy's first book with his now famous character, Jack Ryan, the CIA analyst who basically kicks a lot of ass in a bunch of books, and movies, and TV shows. In this book, a Soviet submarine captain goes rogue and takes off with his country's most cutting-edge ballistic missile submarine with the intention of defecting to the US and giving them the sub. Ryan figures out the captain's plan and convinces the US military, and they have to find a way to get to the captain and the submarine without alerting the Soviet military and starting a war. The 1990 movie adaptation stars Sean Connery as Captain Ramius and Alec Baldwin as Jack Ryan. If stories based on true events is more your thing, check out A Captain's Duty. A Captain's Duty was written by Captain Richard Phillips in 2010. It details his experience as a captain of a container ship when it was hijacked by Somali pirates in 2009. He manages to keep his entire crew safe, leaving himself as the only hostage. There's an escape attempt and a Navy SEALs rescue, and the 2013 movie adaptation, called Captain Phillips, stars the infallible Tom Hanks. Bonus, you'll get to see this meme in context. And finally, this list could not be complete without the ultimate sea-themed thriller, Jaws. Jaws was written by Peter Benchley in 1974. It's a story of a monstrous great white shark terrorizing a small town on the East Coast. The local police chief tries to close down the beach, but the mayor cares too much about his popularity and tourism and keeps the shark attacks quiet. Ultimately, the police chief, a marine biologist, and a professional shark hunter set out to kill the shark and save the town. The 1975 movie adaptation was directed by Steven Spielberg and stars Roy Scheider, Robert Shaw, and Richard Dreyfuss as the story's heroes. This was Spielberg's first blockbuster movie, and it gave us the inability to swim in the dark. Never mind the fact that it's a pool in your backyard. Jaws is probably in there, and you're definitely going to die, especially if someone starts humming the theme. So go and read any or all of these or watch the movies to help you get into the Team Sea spirit. And again, I encourage you to visit teamseas.org and contribute to this effort. Our oceans, rivers, and beaches are full of plastic trash. It's estimated that 11 million tons of plastic is entering the ocean every year. The ocean is incredibly important to every person on this planet, whether they realize it or not. Did you know that the ocean produces more than half of the air that we breathe? Keeping it clean is in our best interest to, keep living. I hope you enjoyed these sea-themed recommendations, and if you did, please hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching.